Okay, so I'm back. I just did a rough dry of my hair. It is still completely, pretty damp on the ends and stuff, but it feels, oh my gosh, like butter, and it is so shiny. I mean, unbelievable shiny. So anyway, I am gonna that's another thing, I don't want to use heat on my hair when I don't have to. So I am going to, I just kind of did a rough dry and did my roots a little bit, just so you can see, how it looks. And now I am going to put it back and I'm going to do my makeup, and I'm going to show you what I got in my makeup haul. So just one moment here. Well, actually, I'll just go like this. Tuck it behind my ears. All right. Let's see. Let's start with, oh my gosh, I'm all glowy because I'm like a little bit hot now. So I started out with, let's see, let's do the underneath stuff first and work towards the other end. Let's see. All right, I got, it's KVD Good Apple Serum, okay? Now this says that it is full coverage. Now I normally do not like full coverage. I usually use my CC Nude Glow, and it is SPF 40, and it is a light glowy coverage. That's what I normally use. However, I'm going to be filming and I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff under the lights. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out because they sent it to me and I might as well. There's another one they sent in my last PR thing. It's called Yummy Skin. It's by Danessa Merrick's. I have never heard of her before, but this stuff is stinking good. I like it a lot. And I got this at, what was it? It was from Sephora. I think it was from a Sephora PR basket of like just samples of all their new stuff. So anyway, this is extremely lightweight, and I don't think it has any, it doesn't have any sunscreen in it at all, but it is a good, like, just around the house if you want to put yourself moisture on your face and go out. But that's not what we are going to do today. We're going to try this out. All right, let's see. I don't know about the coloring. Where is my, I'm gonna open this up. I hate when they put so much packaging on things because that's such a waste. And I understand why they do it, but I mean, they could probably get away with a lot less. Oh, and it's kind of in a cute bottle. Okay, it's KVD, it's kind of sideways. And it's got like, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's got like a little, like a vine decoration all around it and stuff. So I guess if you're blind, you could tell which one it was. I don't know. No, not really. All right, let's go ahead and put these bangs back and get them out of my way so I can... All right, in fact, I'm gonna twist this around a little bit too. Kind of keep it out of my way so I don't get any stuff in it. And it says to use a damp sponge with it to apply it. And I got these things at Walmart. I don't know if I've showed them to you, but these little plastic things to keep your makeup sponges in. It keeps them clean without the dust getting all on them and everything. They were like 45 cents or something for one. You could get a pack of them. There we go. Let's go ahead and use this one. And what I do is, I got these little samples of MAC Studio Fix, and what I've been doing is I use them to dampen my sponges with. So anyway, there we go. And this looks like it's going to be a pretty good color match. We shall see, now shall we? And I know they said it's very, very like full coverage and very pigmented. So let's find out. So I got that much. Let's see if that's gonna do it. I'm gonna be looking this way a little bit because the mirror is over here, but I'll try to do as much as I can over here. Yeah, it's very, 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 very pigmented, but I think this is a good color. All right, it definitely gets rid of my red. Probably don't need it around my eyes, but oh well. All right, it feels good. It has no smell, which is important because I still get queasy when anything smells makeup-y. I don't know why, I just don't like it. Okay, kind of like that. Do the jawline a little bit. And I've got a lot of dryness around right here. So it's probably going to pick that up because full coverage usually does. But at least they can kind of tell. All right, so far it is feeling pretty good. And it is definitely, definitely a full coverage. Now, this is the thing. It does not feel full coverage. And I think I need a little bit more for my forehead, just a tiny bit. Yeah, and a lot goes a long ways. I started out with too much, so I would put less, I think, next time around. And I don't want to get it in my hair because, you know, my hair will be down anyway. All right, I think this is going to be a good, I'm going to do it on my eyelid as a base for my eyeshadow. All right. And I definitely think it needs to be done with a wet sponge because it doesn't make it so like cakey, you know, like so heavy feeling or looking or whatever. All right, excellent coverage, I would say. Perfect coverage, actually. I have like, I feel like I have a, my eyebrows though, look at my eyebrows. I need eyebrows. They're there, they're just the color of my hair. When people ask me, what's your natural hair color? I wash my face and I show them. I'm like, I know, when I was little, they called me a towhead. Does anybody know why? I mean, why that is? I mean, what that came from, I don't know. Hopefully nothing racist. If it is, I'm very sorry, I did not know it. But, yeah, when I was little, that's the way. Now I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit so it blends in, although this color is a perfect match. So, which is very rare to get a perfect match when someone just, I mean, usually I have to blend it with something else and all that. Okay, there you go, KVD. Now, I also have, I'm really scared about this because I tried this years ago and I didn't like it, but this is the new and improved. My hair is driving me crazy. It's probably not going to dry like that, is it? This is the Dermablend Professional Cover Care. All right, it's making its comeback. They are trying to kind of like amp it up once again. Now, I watched Angie Hot and Flashy, and she did a review on this and she loved it. She said in her all-time favorite, I think the first one was Ultra Ideal Latent Tient Idol by Lancome, and I love that stuff too. But she said this was a close second. So anyway, but she did warn it was very pigmented. So we are going to see. Instead of putting it, I don't know, let's see. Oh, it has a very big, you know, like a, what is it? Doppel? I think it's called a doppel anyway. Okay, I'm gonna turn a little bit, hold on. I'm gonna turn this way a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit in the middle and a little bit on the side here. Not gonna put any in my, what do you call it, side here, because I already have enough. All right, I think, I don't know if I need to do that, but I had extra on the thing, so I went ahead and did it. That was all just with the itty bitty 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 tip of it. So if that tells you anything, I think I'm gonna go ahead in with do it again with a wet, if I can open this, a wet one of these, because it is thick with the Studio Fix. At some point this is gonna run out and I'm gonna have to like get some myself. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, this is extremely pigmented, but we'll find out. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, you guys. I'm not used to a lot of thickness under there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Trying to keep so you guys can see and I can see at the same time. All right. And then I'm going to bring it down on my cheeks a little bit and blend it out. All right. I guess. You know, the real challenge is going to be, how did it sit? How did it work in the, you know, like 10 hours later or 5 hours later? Really don't care about 10 hours because I'm not working out in this. I'm only wearing this for shoot days. So, and giving them a shout out because they sent it to me, and trying it and giving my honest opinion. So, and I'm gonna look in my email because normally if they send me something, they'll give me a link for you guys to check it out yourself. And they usually give a discount. So I will check it out, but I'm sorry I did not do it before the video, but I will before I air it, I promise. And I'm just gonna kind of do this, kind of bring it up just because I have extra. All right, I need to put my light over so I can see that side of it. All right, sorry about that. All right, so that's what it looks like. It's pretty, you know, like I said, good coverage, but it does not feel like cakey, which is very, very, like, kind of odd. All right, now that was the Derma Blend Cover Care. Now before I do anything more, I am going to go in with my now this is my normal stuff, I love it. It is the It Bye Bye Pores, and I love this stuff. It sets, it is so finely milled. I mean, it just, you just open it and it starts doing its little thing, you know. And I'm also going to use, I haven't done this before, I'm gonna try it. They said to use a the sponge that you use to do this, go ahead and dip it in your setting powder and do that. Let's see if that works. It's hard to tell when I'm so far away from the mirror. The mirror is way over there. How's it look? I don't know. Okay. I kind of like doing it with this sponge. It doesn't go all over the place. Get it in the corners, because that's where I, you know, it gets oily. And that's another thing is my face is very prone to oil. So I don't know how this is gonna, you know, play out, but we shall find out. All right. Put that around there, around there. All right, And I've got some glow up here, but we can deal with that. Let me see. We'll do this. This is my favorite. Got off of Amazon years ago. I don't have no idea what it's called, but it is so nice for just the T-zone area. So anyway, there's T-zone. Just a little bit through the T-zone, because that's where I get like so oily. In about an hour, I'll start glistening. All right. I'm not used to seeing my face with so much makeup on. I mean, this coverage. So it's going to take me some time to get used to it. But I think it's going to look really good on camera when it's all done. I mean, I have a very blank, like, it looks lighter in with the ring light on it than it does in the mirror. In the mirror, it looks a lot warmer. So there is that. So now I'm going to go in. Let's see, what else do they... okay, let me finish telling you what I got. I got a... This is Fenty Beauty, and it is Soft Amber. Soft Amber... pretty. It is a contour stick or a glow stick. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. It kind of, it's very light. I like that. All right, well, let's give it a try, but let's do it after I put on my bronzer. I always use a cream bronzer, so I don't know how it's going to work with this. This is Fenty. I love this stuff. I got it in their last haul. Fenty Cream Bronzer. And it's almost gone. Let me see if I can find my favorite, another Amazon find. I have some really good brushes that I love to use. They're by Angie, Hot and Flashy. That she did a collaboration with BK brushes, and I love them. So anyway, let's see if we can put some warmth and some depth in my face. Yep, I'm going to try to use this a little bit so I can see. I like that. Okay, now I always, because I have my jowls, you know, I always do the jowls like this. And then kind of bring it down. All right, can you kind of see that a little bit? All right, then I just do a little bit on the forehead, and I kind of blend it around like here, because I mean, if you were out in the sun, it wouldn't be, you know, placed, it would come around, I think. I'm not sure. All right. And then at the end of my nose, because I got a nice big long nose, and I'm supposed to, this is supposed to make it look shorter, does it? I don't think so. I think it looks the same. All right, and everything that I show you will be linked down below. All right, that, and then let's see. Let's try this out. Not exactly, I'm gonna have to look at a tutorial on what to do exactly with this, but I think maybe it goes here over the top like a bronzer stick. It's kind of light though. I don't think it's dark enough for a bronzer. I think it's a highlighter. I don't know, I'm not sure. We'll try it. We'll do it that way. All right, this is, I think, too light, but we'll see. And then all right, I don't know, can't really tell. Just seems a little bit, I don't know, We'll see. Verdict is out on this one. So I'm gonna put that in here. So I can remember maybe, I think it needs a darker, I think. We'll see. All right, and for my, I think I'm gonna go for a peach. This is Rare Beauty. I have been using these forever. This is my third summer. As soon as they came out, I got all three of these. They are super, 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 super pigmented. So you have to really, really, really be careful. It's usually better if you put a little bit on the back of your hand and then go in with your, and this brush here is, guys, the battery died. I wasn't paying attention to the little thing that was telling me about it. Okay, so anyway, you have to go in very, 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 and I kind of like dab it on here until it gets to the right. You really need a rag afterwards. And then I mean, you can go in, I love blush. Blush is so in right now, and I'm so happy. Back in the 80s, I was a blush girl, man. I'm kind of going for an 80s vibe today since I'm going in with the thicker makeup. And kind of up here just to kind of bring that. If you put it up more like a C and not so low when you're older, it draws the eye up and not so, you know, down. So I try not to, you know, go too low with this. And I just kind of make a C and kind of bring it up. There we go. But these colors are to die for. Every single one of them I've loved. And it gives you kind of a glow. It doesn't like matte you out so much, which I think older skin needs more of a moistury look. That's kind of the reason why I've stayed away from anything too heavy. And I really feel like as I've aged, my skin has gotten so much more better. More better. I'm talking like my kids. More better. So anyway, I think that, hold on, check it in the mirror. Yeah, I think that is a good amount right there. And that's how I do that. And then I go in with my wet, and I wash it off with my hands so it doesn't get on my clothes, because I have done that. Gotta be really careful when you paint yourself with makeup, you know. All right, there you go. Put that there. Now the third, the fourth, I don't even know what we're on. What I got is, got a whole bunch of stuff actually. Let's see, I've got MAC lip liner, and that is in, is that Spice? Oh, Barely There. I like, it's like just a nice nudie color. I love MAC pencils. They are the bomb. So we will use that, but we'll wait just a minute. We'll do the lips last. I got that. That was really good. Barely There. And then I got Anastasia. Now this stuff, Anastasia, I bought myself, just letting you know. Was not gifted. It was with my own hard-earned money. This is the brow gel. And I believe this is the Perfect Brow Pencil by Anastasia. And I got their lightest color because as I am aging and my hair is going whiter and whiter and I'm not fighting it with dark blonde anymore, I need a lighter eyebrow because I look back at videos and I look at pictures and I'm like, I need a lighter brow, I just do. So this is in, this is taupe, I believe, or blonde. How in the world do you find those little, okay, this one is in taupe, and then I got, oh, that's the lipstick, hold on. I got, let's see, I can open this up. is the brow gel. Okay, and I think what happens is, if I'm doing it right, I'm not super duper sure, but you go in with your, and I need to do my eyebrows. I haven't done them in so long. They are desperately out of whack, but they're so light, they don't show up. So I just kind of like, you know. All right, brush them up. And I know you're saying, Jody, there's nothing there, but there is. I promise you, there really is. Okay, now I'm not sure if you're supposed to do the brow gel first or this first. Anybody know? I don't. I think I'm going to try the brow gel first. Let's see. Take the end a little bit and just kind of, it's very mushy. Mushy. All right, now I'm gonna look this, I need a, let me see, I'm gonna use this mirror here so I don't have to be so far away and you guys can see me doing it. Sorry if it's blinding you there with the light. And this is in blonde. The lightest color that they make. Yeah, definitely need pencil afterwards. And I think yeah, I got 2 on the top of here. All right. I think. I don't like that. I think I'm gonna use this. Too bad they didn't send one of those. That would have been perfect. Oh my gosh, they did. I thought I got one. I'm thinking, gosh, I need a new one of those. My brain sometimes just does not like function the way it should. All right, let's see if we can open it. And this is from Ulta too, and I don't know what brand it is. I think it's just an Ulta brand. Yeah. Okay, now that makes more sense. Yeah, this is too dark. It goes on too dark when I do it with the other thing. What am I doing? All right. Oh yeah, it's a nice strong one, so I can get the, I don't have much hair on the ends of my eyebrow right here, so I have to kind of put that in there a little bit, you know, and then just go like that. Yeah, I wish I could wash it off and start over, you guys, but I can't because then I'd have to do all the other stuff. But I think I'm going to have to go over with a little bit of makeup just to kind of hide that a little bit. Yep. And then, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's still kind of dark, and this is the blonde. I don't know. I think because I went in with too much, you know, that's why it goes on very easy. I love Anastasia. I've been using it. In fact, you know how I started using this? Maria here on my channel, she sent me a sample of the Anastasia stuff, and I have been using it ever since. So thank you so much. See, we're more than just YouTube people. We are friends. I mean, friends share their makeup. You guys have shared your makeup with me, and I love it. All right, this mirror is so dirty. Okay, I think that's okay. I'll go back with the pencil after it dries, and then we'll see. But this color is still so dark. I don't know. It is, and it's blonde. It's the blonde. It's blonde. It's the lightest color they have. I don't know. It just is what it is. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to, I love it. It comes up and it protects it like that. That's perfect. Let's put that over there. Let that kind of dry. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC. This right here is, I love it. It's all just neutrals. Let me see. if you guys can see it, all just neutrals and stuff, but I totally love it. All right, I'm going to use BB1, let's see. I think I'm gonna do, I don't know. I think I want to do something different today. I think I'm gonna do, remember Kate Moss in the 80s where she had like a smoky, winged eye, kind of messy a little bit, but it just, like she could pull it off, and then a nude lip. I really, really like that. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm gonna give it a try. In fact, I'm gonna look on my phone and see if I can get a picture of her as inspo. Let's see. Kate Moss in the 80s. Or in the 90s, I think it is. Iconic makeup. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know if I want to do that much, but I don't know if you can see that. You know what, I'll put a picture along the side, but I'm gonna use her as my inspo just because I want to. All right, so she kind of has like she goes in with a very light color. In fact, I'm gonna use my MAC, it's called Nylon. It is just one of my like favorites. One of my favorites. And I'm going to go in and put just a little bit in the corners and over the lid. Maybe a little bit more. Now she has it like very dramatic. I am not gonna go as dramatic. I just, you know, it's just not me, but I'm taking her inspo vibe and just kind of making it my own. I just think that sometimes you can see something and you think, oh, that's not for me, I'm not gonna do it, forget it, that's just, I'm not gonna do it. But then you're like, oh, wait a minute, if you like it, you know, because like people will say, oh, I like it, but I would never do that. Okay, well, take what you like from it and then just kind of, you know, take what you do like from it and make it your own and do a little bit of it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. All right, and then I'm gonna do over the brow bone, just right here, like right there. And then over the brow bone right here. It's hard to tell if I got it on that side because the lighting is so horrible here. All right. I think that's even. All right, so like that. Now I'm gonna go in with, I have to use a different, I'm gonna go in with a lighter color, hold on. Wow, as I drop things. I should wash my brushes before doing this. Now she's got another kind of a taupe color, so I'm gonna use this color right here, this one right here. I don't know if you can see it because the lighting is so bad there. Anyway, I'm going to use that. And I wish that had a mirror on it instead of just a thing, but it doesn't. And then I'm going to go just on my brow bone. Just a little bit on my brow bone. Like that. And I'm going to do the other side. I just want very, very light. I don't want it to be too dark. And I kind of just put it in the, like on the brow bone, in the, what do you call it? Crook, the crease of my eye, at least where it used to be, on the eyebrow bone. Like that. Like that. Can you see it? Okay. Now what she does, she has a darker color, which I'm going to use this smaller one. And I'm going to go in, let's see, she has like a very, very dark. I'm going to go with a lighter color just because that's just the way it goes. And it's got a little bit of a sparkle. And I think I'm going to try this one. I've never used it before, this one right here. It is a little tiny bit darker than the other color. It's not that much, but I think it'll do the job. Okay, and then she goes in kind of like just on the outer corner. Yeah, like that. I like that a lot. Okay, and she does like a kind of a wing thing going on. All right, if you can see that. What color did I use this one? I forgot. I'm like, what color was that? And then a little bit, and she keeps it on the outer side, not on the inner side of her eye. Now, everybody's eye shape, of course, is a little different. So you have to kind of consider what your eye shape is. But I think since my eyes are getting more hooded as I get older, I think this is on the outer edge, it's just a better deal. There. Like that. And then I'll show you a natural light too after it's all done. All right, I like that. Now she goes in with a darker eyeliner. Let's see. And that is what this is for. And I don't have eyeliner, and I don't like eyeliner anymore because I'm too blind. And when I use eyeliner, it just doesn't come out right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and use a dark brown, and I'm gonna use a, oops, can't see that, let me see. A edged, sharp edged brush. And I'm gonna go in with the dark. And I am going to go in and let's see. She's got, let me see if I can see that. She's got a lot more than I'm going to do, but she's got it all on her lid. And I'm not going to go all the way around the eye because my eyes are more round, and I don't think that it will look good. I think I need to keep it more on the outer side to make the look work. And then she's got like a winged eyeliner. She uses like a gel, it looks like. But we are going to go ahead with just a powder. And just a barely there wing. See that? I don't want a lot. And then underneath, she uses the eyeliner. And she does the rim of the eye as well. But I think I am just going to do the corner and kind of leave it that way. I'm not going to go all the way around my eye like she did. I'm just going to keep it more like me. Can you see that? All right, now let's do the other eye. And this is gonna be 3 videos probably, you guys. Okay. There you go. All right, now all I gotta do is put some mascara on after this. I think my camera's getting hot, so it might go off. All right, there we go. now I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on, and then my lip liner. And I got a new color from Chanel. Really quick, let me show you. It is called Mary Rose, and it is a very nude color. I love it so much, and I'm gonna try it with this. So I will be back and we'll see how it looks, and I'll do my hair and you can see the final product. Okay, so I am back. Now this is it in natural lighting, if you can see. So I put the mascara and then the lips on and the finished product. Voila! And my hair, I just blew it dry. It dried so easy. It is so silky and so soft. I don't know if I'm gonna curl it or not. I mean, I could. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, what do you think? Curl or not to curl? This is the question. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh, we still have the unboxing, but you know what? I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I'm getting really fatigued. My back is hurting and I need to lay down before I do my shoot. So I will catch you guys. Hi guys, I thought that I would show you what my makeup looked like at the end of a very long day. Okay, so this is about, let's see, about 6 hours in after wearing it, and I have to say it stayed perfectly. And underneath my eyes, the Derma Blend, it did not crease at all. I mean, that is amazing. And it did like a little bit like around here, you know, but I mean, that is wrinkles. I mean, no matter what kind of product I put on my face, there's gonna be those wrinkles right there, you know what I mean? And then like right here, I have my little butt line there, but yeah, I mean, I think it turned out perfect. I think 6 hours, and we'll see at 8 hours. I'll do another check-in right before I wash my face off. Hi guys. All right, well, we just went out to dinner and got back, and I'm gonna wash my face off now. But I have to say this is 8.5, 9 hours, and it is doing really, really well. I wish I could show you in natural light, but it is dark now, so I cannot do that. But it did settle a little bit, like right here. But I mean, other than, I mean, it worked. It was a very, very, very good long wear, especially, I want to say, well, the KVD, even though it is way too much heaviness for my face, I mean, I like it. It looks good for fun and for pictures and stuff, but I honestly think that it's too full coverage for me. But if you like a full coverage and it feels light, it doesn't feel at all like I've got anything on my face, then this is for you. For me, I think that I'm gonna probably set it aside just for special occasions or when I'm feeling kind of blah and I need to perk me up. But yeah, it's good for people who want full coverage, and it feels like lightweight. All right, and the color that I have here, I was gonna tell you that real quick. I forgot to tell you. It is, I'm gonna have to drop it down below because I cannot see it without my glasses on. Huh, it's the light, second to the lightest color, so in neutral. But I will drop the color, everything down below in the description box. And also, the Derma Blend, this stuff is my new holy grail. I mean, hello, you can't get much better than this. This is good. Mwah, love it. The Chanel, love it. Yeah. Oh, and on my eyes, everybody always asks what mascara I use, and it is Yes, They're Real by Benefits. I've been using it for years. I absolutely love it. All right, well, there you go. Now, I'll say goodbye. And everything that I used, talked about, all that kind of good stuff will be linked in the description box below. And I did check, and there is discount codes in some of the links, not all. But if you shop through the link, you'll always get it cheaper than if you went into the store. So that's a good thing. All right, you guys, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.